In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful, and also prohibited to you are married women, except those your right hands possess. This is the decree of Allah upon you, and lawful to you are all others beyond these, provided that you seek them in marriage, with gifts from your property, desiring chastity, not unlawful sexual intercourse. So for whatever you enjoy of marriage from them, give them their due compensation as an obligation. And there is no blame upon you for what you mutually agree to beyond the obligation. Indeed, Allah is ever knowing and wise. And whoever among you cannot find the means to marry free, believing women, then he may marry from those whom your right hands possess of believing slave girls. And Allah is most knowing about your faith. You believers are of one another. So marry them with the permission of their people, and give them their due compensation according to what is acceptable. They should be chaste, neither of those who commit unlawful intercourse randomly, nor those who take them as lovers. But once they are sheltered in marriage, if they should commit adultery, then for them is half the punishment for free unmarried women. This allowance is for him among you who fears sin, but to be patient is better for you. And Allah is forgiving and merciful. Allah wants to make clear to you the lawful from the unlawful, and guide you to the good practices of those before you, and to accept your repentance. And Allah is knowing and wise. And Allah wants to accept your repentance, but those who follow their passions want you to digress into a great deviation. And Allah wants to lighten for you your difficulties, and mankind was created weak. O you who have believed, do not consume one another's wealth unjustly, but only in lawful business by mutual consent. And do not kill yourselves or one another. Indeed, Allah is to you ever merciful. And whoever does that in aggression and injustice, then we will drive him into a fire. And that for Allah is always easy. If you avoid the major sins which you are forbidden, we will remove from you your lesser sins and admit you to a noble entrance into paradise. And do not wish for that by which Allah has made some of you exceed others. For men is a share of what they have earned, and for women is a share of what they have earned. And ask Allah of His bounty. Indeed, Allah is ever of all things knowing. And for all, we have made heirs to what is left by parents and relatives. And to those whom your oaths have bound to you, give them their share. Indeed, Allah is ever, over all things, a witness.